Good morning, class, and thank you to Elena for all of her help this semester. And thank you to Dr. Busby to allow me to change my books halfway through the semester, simply because I thought that they were boring. And thank you, class, for being here to witness this. Public speaking makes me nervous, and the camera's not that much better. But I'm not here to talk about me. I'm here to talk about what I learned. This spring, I had the chance to read 6 books thanks to Dr. Busby. First was Virtual Culture, which is a collection of articles on the effects of the internet and social media on society. The book is distractingly outdated, which makes sense since it was written before Zuckerberg and MySpace Tom. Jones is highly qualified to edit this book, discovered using Google, which didn't exist in 1997. However, he is not attempting to show virtual culture. If he truly wished to, he would have done it in a medium other than print. And the internet is radically different from its publication date. From a Pew Research study in 2010, there are almost 2 billion people worldwide who use it. Facebook has more than 500 million active users worldwide, and MySpace has about 125 million. Twitter has more than 100 million registered users, and 300,000 new users sign up daily. Susan Zickman wrote one particularly fascinating article in the book, making the point that some forums are designed around radicalism, but many use them simply to show hatred for others, what is now known as trolling. I have since changed my mind from the time I wrote my review and want to say that this book is no longer an important read. Then came my second book, Global Journalism by John Merrill, a man who almost single-handedly for over 60 years focused attention of American and international journalism scholars on global journalism. However, it may have been the most boring book I have ever read. Listen to this. In the case of Bertrand's instrumentalities, the loss of freedom would apply only to voluntary, immediately accepted accountability mechanisms. Seriously, the book is a whopping 500 pages, used to basically describe how journalism is treated and how it has treated events within almost every country of every region of the world. Basically, I'd only recommend it to Sheldon from The Big Bang Theory. If you choose to read this extremely dense analysis of global journalism, good luck. The third book was A Journalist's Guide to the Internet, written in 1998 by Christopher Callahan, a man who understands students, as he advertises the book as a practical, hands-on text that offers students strategies to think about the internet from a journalistic perspective and tactics that may help them when under tight deadlines. Callahan adds that this is not a computer book, it is a journalism book. The book's best point is about the building of the electronic beat. The website does a great job of showing what is meant, but you should always create your own specific online beat. Now, I am a member of Colbert Nation, which is why I chose I Am America and So Can You as my 4th book. Colbert Nation is a fan club, yes, I am a fanboy, and it is a means of supporting the role of Colbert, a fictional character created by Comedy Central. I had already kept up well with the news, but it was Colbert's style that really got me to care about the news. Stephen Colbert and his character have become media leaders. With the publication of I Am America, they have reached every medium currently available. The book reflects his show in that it's political and cultural satire, based on facts but purely fictional. It is simply a book of satire and opinions, and a mockery of all things that claim truthiness. Apart from his importance as a media leader and his massive following, there are no real qualifications to write this book. He says so himself. Well, I want you to know that this is the first book I've ever written, and I hope it's the first book you've ever read. Don't make a habit of it. Now, I will demand that America the Book be the official textbook for U.S. history and government courses across the nation, or at least be on summer reading lists for students. I am completely comfortable in this because it is in fact a textbook complete with suggested classroom activities and discussion questions. Jon Stewart wrote this textbook. I'm talking about the award-winning entertainer who has graced the covers of several national publications and was cited by Time magazine as one of the 100 most influential entertainers in the world in 2005. Everyone seems so adamant that this great country needs education reform, and Stewart provided a solution. Stewart and the political humorists are undeniably popular and influential. Many of the points made and the legitimately true statements are more or less common knowledge and does not provide any less information than a real high school textbook. What it does have that traditional textbook lack is a witty humor, and the fact of the matter is that funny is better. I am willing to become a founding member of Stewart Nation if anyone's interested. If Colbert Nation can make Stephen Colbert a legitimate presidential candidate, then Stewart Nation has a decent chance of putting this book in America's classrooms. Veteran journalist Lynn Truss wrote a wonderfully entertaining rage rant on grammar and the proper use of punctuation called Eats, Shoots, and Leaves, better known as the book that popularized modern grammar police. It was published in 2004 and had already sold 3 million copies worldwide by that Christmas. Truss grumbles about the current state of English punctuation and grammar and attempts to rally support in a fight for returning to their proper use in a humorous yet instructional way. Her grumbled teachings are more than a few rules. They are very thorough and create an easily read style manual enhanced through funny anecdotes and examples. So I will also claim that this book is a must-read for high school English students, and I'm willing to start a Truss Nation to make it happen. But this silly discourse has flaws so massive that many shredded the book into the trash that they thought it was. Louis Menand began his rage review in The New Yorker with explaining the first mistake, which appears in the dedication where a non-restrictive clause is not preceded by a comma, and continues to meticulously criticize everything Truss did in practice and intent. I'm not saying it is total trash. After all, it's a highly praised bestseller. So stand up for punctuation, visit her website, and check out her book. Any questions? This has been an account by Adam Schroeder, and I am signing out. And I am logging off. And I'm awesome.